Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite magician of all time and space, and your most favorite manifestation coach on this planet Earth. Sorry. All the information for me is below. If you'd like me to coach you, you need to subscribe or purchase one of the two packages, which is either the phone telephone session, or this is going to be a funny audio, I feel it, or the audio exchange package. In either case, we interact 2 to 3 times per week. In the audio exchange, you deliver your audio to me by email. I go through it more than once. I listen to it 2 to 3 times. First time I listen to it, it's without taking any notes. I want to hear what you have to say. We go through everything: childhood, adolescence, college years, etc. And then eventually we get into what is happening now. And after listening to it the first time, I will take notes. And the way I take notes, it's the only way I know how to take notes. It's basically essentially a transcript of the most important parts of your audio, and everything is interesting to me. I adore my clients and I really want to help them, and therefore I really want to absorb everything they have to say to me. In the case, and after that, after analyzing your audio, I respond with my own audio. Your audio, by the way, has to be 20-minute max, otherwise it gets too overwhelming for me. After that, I respond with my own audio, which sometimes exceeds the mark of 20 minutes. It has happened in my practice that it has been over the mark of an hour in some cases. But these are audios you are obviously to keep. And that's another thing that comes with my coaching. In the case of the phone sessions, we have a time slot usually reserved. The session lasts an hour. And obviously you get me live and you get me to answer your questions if you have any. But essentially the process is the same, where you interact with me and we go through your history. I have to cover your history. It's very important for me because I really would like to get to know you, get to know your history, your blueprint of beliefs. That's my job. That's what I do. This is what helps me to correct your belief system and thus proceed with certainty that you will become another person. Another situation will occur in your life where you get to establish new manifestations. This is what my coaching is based on. I don't care for any other coaching. I don't care for any other guru or anything else. Listen, I have my own, people that I admire in my own situations. But the thing is, this is what it comes down to. This is how I do it. If you don't like it, whatever. You need to spend 2 to 3 months in my coaching. That's what I require. It takes me about a month to go through your history because everybody's got a life that they've lived, and that's what I do. If you don't like it, I apologize. I'm probably not the coach for you. I'm very tough. I demand that you show up and do the work. There's also a coaching agreement once you book that basically states I am not a psychologist. I'm a coach. I require respect. Everything is confidential unless you become a threat to yourself or to me or to somebody else. That's pretty standard. And you do not get to disrespect me or question my methods. I assume that if you're getting into my coaching, you have by now familiarized yourself with my videos and thus understood that I don't deal with bullshit. I'm hardcore. I'm here to really get you to the level that you need to be to present you with results. The other day, somebody commented and then they deleted the comment. I always hate when they do that. It's like they're ashamed of themselves. Never be ashamed of themselves. They asked me, and here we go. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to comment on why this doesn't make any sense. This person, and I assume this is a lady, a girl, woman, whatever, and she says, I admire your work, thank you very much, la la la, and all of them say the same thing. And then she goes, could you please make a video about how you can manifest from a depressed state? And she goes into Cinderella story. Okay. And she tells me this whole shebang about Cinderella being in the rags and, not being capable of and the shining armor. The prince came to her rescue. And I'm like, and it's like a page-long comment, right? I'm like, wow, okay. And all I said was, manifesting from a depressed state doesn't get you anything good, my darling. Really? You're very funny, I said to her. You're very funny that you expect something good from a depressed state. And you know what? She's like, she was unsubscribed from my channel and deleted her comment. And you know what? This is what most people do. And I want to say to you, stop being a fucking pussy. Stop being a pussy and confront your demons. If you're that vulnerable that you're going to ask me something so terrible, which it makes no fucking sense, and then unsubscribe. I don't give a shit if you unsubscribe from my channel. I couldn't give two flying fucks. But if you need help and you're going around asking these stupid questions, one has to say, what's with you? What's with you? What's with your beliefs? That's all I have to say. That's all. And that goes for a lot of people, I think, because they're so accustomed to like French fries and burgers. And by that, I mean instant gratification. It doesn't exist. You need to work on yourself. Capiche? So if anybody resonates with this, please book my coaching and let's talk. All right, you guys gonna love this. The subject of tonight is the confidence that brings your SP back. Woo! Yes, the confidence that brings your SP back. You know something, really quick here. When I got to know the subject of SP, I was majorly surprised that people have this astonishing difficulty of bringing back SP. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody or anything, but I was just like, really? This is astonishing. Is it not the easiest thing in the world to bring back somebody who's been an asshole to you? And I'll tell you why. The easiest thing in the world, especially if they were an asshole to you, the easiest thing in the world is to have somebody beg for mercy after they were an asshole to you. How do you do it? Well, number one, start with love. All right, Don't fall apart. Don't faint just yet. Start with love. And I really mean it. So a lot of my clients, when they come into my coaching, they tell me a lot of things. And usually it has to do with, resentment. The way that they created that SP has to do with resentment beforehand, right? So, and that created this aftermath of this person. So the way you recreate this person, and watch my video before this one, watch all my videos actually. But the thing is, you created this person out of love. Somehow there was a missing element there where you did not include love. And when I mean love, it's not lust. It's not, it's genuine, unconditional love, acceptance. It's understanding. Love is understanding. Madonna has a brilliant song. I forget what the title is, but love is understanding. I think she wrote this about Warren Beatty. So anyway, the point is you have to start with love. You cannot come from resentment, anger, and all of these situations. You've got to let it go. And we work a lot of the all of these things out in my coaching. It's very important. Start with you. That's point 1. Point 2, start with you. Well, should have said start with you first, but whatever. That's how I have my notes. What do I mean start with you? You are the main premise of the story. When I met my current man, the first thing that he had texted me after meeting me, he said, "You are so powerful." And I thought to myself, well, that's extraordinary. Thank you. And he said, "No, you don't understand. The power that you exude is unparalleled." And I said, "Okay, thank you very much." Whatever, I don't know. But it was like I wasn't looking for anything when I met my guy. I wasn't looking for anything. I was dealing with something, and he helped me out with some things, and it was amazing that we came together, but I was not thinking in that capacity. But it almost comes as I don't know how to say it, like it's your nature. It's your nature. You're not thinking about it. You're just there in the presence of it. I think it's encompassed in the knowing of it. The knowing of it, it just gives you away. It exudes this. It's like it's coming out of your ears and this and that. It's like you can't be anybody else but that person. And to me, when he said that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, he said, "Well, it's just you, it's how you are and how you speak and da-da-da." And I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But it was just the aura. And this is what I'm trying to teach, because the confidence that you have to have with the building of a new reality is yours. It's for you to design. It's like the clothes you wear. It's like the street you walk on. It's where you live. It's the house you own. It's everything you are. It's the way you smell, the dog you are, dog you own, dog you are. Sorry. Well, I'm pretty sure I'd like to be my dog. There's that. He's got a life like I cannot even imagine. I'm sorry. That is so funny. That's the funniest thing I've ever said on my channel. The dog you are. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Okay, where was I? The confidence that brings your SP back is yourself, the kind of power you have. So, okay, so what builds the confidence? I have everything I want without you. I've got it. I've got the business, I've got the job, I've got the looks, I've got the body, I've got the clothes, I've got the apartment or the house or whatever the fuck I need. Without you, darling, that's the most powerful way to get into any relationship, by the way, and attract the person on the frequency where you reside, the version of the person who's going to come into your life, whether you're attracting a new SP or the old SP, is going to be the version who you would prefer. That's it. Just gave it to you. If you're residing on the old frequency, I don't have any money, I can't afford honest coaching. Give me a fucking break, please. You can't afford to not afford my coaching, by the way. Parenthesis here. I don't know what to do and this and that and the other. Okay, stop. You need to completely rebuild this situation, rebuild this dialogue, and say, okay, this is what I'm doing now. I'm getting coaching with Anna, let's just say, for example. I'm rebuilding my self-confidence. I'm getting a new apartment, whatever I have to do, however it has to happen. Parenthesis here, universe is always on your side, and whatever you need to do, it's going to help you do it. I'm going to get a new car if that's what you need. I'm going to get that money sum, ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. But the thing is, you start with love, okay? Love towards whom? Yourself, obviously. So you start with love towards you. You start with you, administering the love and the knowing that you have got to be this person in order to create this reality. Which brings me to my third point, start with knowing. So we have start with love, start with you, start with knowing. So knowing, so I talk about knowing a lot on my channel, and this is what this is how I feel most of my days. And this is what I teach. And so this is the reason why I teach it. And so the knowing is basically becoming. Knowing is equals becoming. Knowing that you're this person walking, talking, acting, smelling, tasting, interacting, laughing, speaking, knowing you are that person. You are in that reality. You are that person. Like in the last audio before that, I spoke about how acting is kind of like the same. You become that person for the sake of a role. But essentially, knowing is like that. Knowing that you are that person. But now, depict the person that you're in your reality with that SP, with that situation, whatever it actually doesn't have to be just SP, can be anything, can be absolutely anything, any situation at all. The only thing is act as if. I'm going to read you back. I'm inspired to. I'm in my office now, which is on top of my townhouse. Thank you. You are God. That's established. Decide what you want. Imagine it. Feel as if. Feel it. Live as if, and then receive. Is it clear? Is it clear, darling? Start with knowing. Start with being the person that you really want to be. The character. We're all characters in the movie of our lives. Start with that character. So today, sorry, my voice just went in the toilet just there. Today, you may not have your SB. You may not have anything that you want. And so all of a sudden you say, fine. First thing, acceptance. Thank you very much for corresponding to me, my 3D, what I have and where I am, But I have now just built the confidence to ask for something different. And you know what? That builds another level of situation. If you really ask from confidence and not like neediness, you are going to manifest it if you've worked on your beliefs. Being cared for without your fears, without your anxiety, without anything like that feels way different than neediness, than being having to chase anybody for something. You're like, I am the one who has everything you, SP, needs, or your business partner needs, or you, whoever needs. You need me for this satisfaction. I don't really need you. I am the source of power. It's like that. You don't even understand how you can reverse this whole situation and administer this principle to just about anything in your life and be like, I am the generator of all energy in my life. So I've had it reverse and I was like, oh no, please give me. No, forget that shit forever. I am the generator of everything. I am the one. It's like, Matrix. And I'm using these situations to really explain to you how it really works. But the knowing and the administration of it, the principle, is so much deeper than I can even explain in words. It's energy based. And, for some of you who will get into my coaching, eventually will understand this shit. I'll tell you one story. Some of you have heard this on my channel plusieurs fois. This is going to be my favorite expression. I'm going to put it on a t-shirt plusieurs fois, many times before. And so when I got recruited to be a model. I never wanted to be a model. Truth be told, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be like an entrepreneur and everything like that. And at 15 years old, I got recruited for the first time to be a model. And I didn't care for it. I was like, this is so stupid. I just stand in front of the camera and then what? What happens? I have no idea. And because I didn't understand the business, I kind of sucked at it, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, people kept recruiting me and this and that. But because of it, I realized that, there was money to be made once I moved to New York. And even though I wanted to be an actor a lot, my modeling at some point was, producing more money than, acting. And so I realized that the reason some people make more money than others is confidence. It's confidence. And I watched other people being, completely, I don't know how to say, not better looking than me and not more intelligent than me and nothing like that. But they were producing more money. And I thought to myself, well, if they can do that, so can I. And so I established in my mind, well, I am going to do the same. I'm going to do the same. And so I trained my brain day in and day out, every audition I went to, that it's going to be me. It's going to be, this Justin Timberlake stupid song, it's gonna be me. Yeah, it's like that. It's going to be me. It's going to be me that they pick. And it's going to be me that they pay this money. That's it. It's over. And that's the kind of situation that I think you have to have with everything in your life. With your job, with your SP. It's like, it's going to be me. Who the fuck else? There's nothing else going on in my life. And when I really understood, upon, really establishing that there are parallel realities, I was like, oh, so there is a parallel reality where I don't have a rival. There's nobody but me. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All this time ago, I thought that there's somebody in competition with me, but no such thing is necessary. All right, so that's the thing. There is nobody else but you. There's no SP. There's no SP. There's no 3P. There's no SP. It's just you. You know how easy it is if you understand this? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. You sitting, it's like almost like in a room full of mirrors, and all of these mirrors are depicting different personalities to you, different aspects of you. And you say, how ugly, how desperate, how devastated, how ba. Meanwhile, it's all you. And you know what? You can change it from the inside. If you change yourself, the confidence that will exude outwards, you'll be like, oh my God, this person is lovely. This person is so kind. This person is so fabulous. I can't get enough of this SP. That's it. Just gave it to you. Capiche? And many people say, oh, how can I bring my SP back? This is how. There is no other way to bring anybody back other than, first of all, dropping the resentment. Secondly, telling them what to do. And thirdly, depicting them in a different light. You have to want to have this interaction with this person. There's no other way. If underneath it all, you're saying to yourself, I don't want to talk to this asshole. They've wronged me and whatever. Well, guess what? The universe obeys and says, no problem. You will never speak to them again. But if you say, this is my money, this is my honey, this is my world, this is my house, then here we are, superstar. And that's what it really is. You create it all from scratch with your imagination, with your intention, with your beliefs. And that's what I work on in my coaching. You really have to deliver it to yourself. Nobody's there granting your wish. Like I always say, you're granting wishes to yourself. It's the confidence that you have to bring home, is administering it to yourself, to your decisions, and being like, I've decided. There's no more here and there, everywhere. No more wavering. This is who I am. This is what my job is. This is what my love life is. This is who I am. This is it. This is it. Love is real. Okay, that's Michael Jackson. Okay, so this is it. This is absolutely it. I've decided, and here it fucking is. This is the Modigliani magnificent painting of my life. And that's the only way that you can paint, that you can decide, that you can be the magician of your life. Until next time, thank you for listening. Ciao, ciao.